a switch up. I hit the function, hit the rose till I hiccup. I hit the stage and leave with money that's a stick up. She picture perfect.
Sugar Daddy wedge. Oh, that's in. Oh! Go in. No way. And we are back. Day number 16. This will be a Monday, correct? I can never keep up. Oh yeah, I'm one back. Okay, so this is a Monday. And we are going to practice. Practice. I did end up playing yesterday, which was Friday's video. Man, it's getting confusing. But I need a good practice day today. I probably got a little over an hour and a half to practice. So I'm going to deep dive into putting on shorter putts, longer putts, because I didn't do any putting practice yesterday. And then I'm going to get into some swing work, get back on that. And, you know, it's kind of crazy. I'm already 16 days in, and I feel like the game started to really, it's starting to pump up. Just in time, a little under 4 weeks before the qualifier, just under. I think it's the 7th of November, and today is the 10th, I think? Yeah, 10th, so it's exciting. It is exciting. I'm ready to rock and roll. Kind of itching to get at a golf tournament. I'm playing pretty well right now. Even though yesterday I didn't play the best, I didn't focus as much, and I didn't take my time on my putts. So I'm going to take my time today, get after it. I think Bo may be up here practicing. I think he has the week off of teaching. So we may practice with Bo. And I saw somebody wanted me to talk a little bit more about putting. And I may go to a hole, like a few holes, and just put down a putt and exactly walk you through what I'm thinking each putt, how I read putts. Because I feel like it comes down to mostly how do you read a putt and then executing the read. I think that's the biggest part of it. Because you could have a great putting stroke, but if you can't read putts, that's when it starts to get a little iffy. So you got to do a little combo. You got to be a double combinator. So we're pulling in. We're here. So let's freaking get after it, baby. Get hype. Get freaking hype, baby. Sandbag us. No Angelina today. She's got school all day, so dang, come on. So she's taking the day off. Not on purpose. It's because she has to. So here we go. Let's pull in. Let's get after it. Let's go, baby. Bangers every day, baby. Bangers every day. Every day. Every day. Every day. Every day.
Camera on your hat?
Yeah, it's a camera. I'm just kidding.
Is it just an audio thing?
Yeah, it's just audio. Now we're cooking. So how do I read a green? There's a lot of things that go into reading greens. Specifically, we're here on Bermuda grass, which has grain, so that takes into effect. So the grain is where the grass is growing. So it's growing this way, which means the ball is going to be taken that way with the grain. Now, sometimes greens are grainier than others on Bermuda. And here at Providence, they're a little grainy, not too grainy. So that it doesn't take into effect as much. So then I look at it from here to here. So I look at the angles of the green, which way it's going, how is it going to play an effect here. So right off the start, I look at the 3 feet right in front of me. And I can see specifically for this putt that off the start, it's going left, but the grain's coming back right. So off the start, it's not as much movement because that's the fastest the ball is going to be rolling throughout the putt. So I don't take as much break on the first part of the putt because of the speed it's going to be coming toward the hole. So it's going to come a little left, but I'm not going to make it as much because of that speed. And then the end of the putt is going to come right because of the grain. As it slows down, the grain will take it. So that's specifically how I would read this putt. So it comes a little left off the start and then back right. So what I'm going to do is play this at the right center because it is going to come a little bit more left than it is right. And then you come right here and you get it perfect speed for around a 7 or 8 footer. Let's see if I read it correctly. So it goes left, she'll come back right. Oh. And the grain just did not take it as much. So let's line it up a little bit better. It did what I wanted it. I read it correctly, just did not line it up correctly. So this is actually a right edge putt. See the grain taking it that way? That's why it did not drop on this side. It's hard for the grain to drop it on the side it's breaking. So that, I think I lined it up a little wrong. Yep, this is in. So the less speed, the more it'll break. See, that one kind of, okay. That one kind of come off. Take three. So let's put them all together. It's gonna break left off the start, break right at the end or straighten out for the win. Bada bing, bada boom. And that is it right there. Kind of went left, straightened out at the end. And that's how I read my putts. So I'll probably go into this a little bit in more depth in the next few days. That's just the position because it gets my club face like that.
So that's your hinge and your angle.
Yeah.
That's your takeaway angle.
Yeah, and then
you rotate.
then it's just a turn. But I'm not focused on this. And then it's that simple. But I don't care about the follow. This doesn't matter coming back through. It's literally that one step.
That's what you're thinking about right now.
Yeah.
That's okay, so
It's really just
down piece by piece. So right now you're just working on that.
It just has to get like that,
Hinge.
which you can do it at whatever time you want. I do it early.
It's pretty good.
I'm definitely starting to finally get the hang of it
It's really good.
to where I finally...
Yeah, no, that was pretty clean.
Does your shadow ever mess you up when you see your shadow?
Oh, dude, yeah, all the time. All the time. Like on
Sometimes I'm like there and I'm like, wait a second.
Yeah, no, on number 12 it happens all the time. In the evening, if it's behind me and I'm like taking it back, I'm like, wait, what am I doing?
Yeah, you're like, wait, that doesn't...
Yeah, that's
I wonder if it's because the angle of the shadow, because it seems different
yeah.
than what it actually is. So I'll just get it there.
Really pretty. I like your weight in your front foot too. That looks
Yeah, it's definitely a lot different on that aspect because I was
yeah, like swing.
I was here
Yeah. That's
instead
what I
of
try to tell my kids. I'm like, dude, you sway, you're changing the bottom of your freaking, like you change.
Well, everything
you change-
changes.
yeah, you change this, right? We gotta get back to
the only way to get back to that is if you sway back.
Yeah, and it's not good. 'Cause now
Nah.
you're throwing chunk shots and skulls into it.
Then
You can
it's
just consistently stay on that front foot, but everything else will work around it.
yeah, you just get here.
Yeah, that looks really good. That's beautiful.
It's definitely a lot more consistent. I've finally started to play better. Because a while there I was playing like buns.
Yeah, you're trying to change things up.
It was so hard.
It's hard to
To which
swing change.
how long does it actually take?
Yeah,
That's the real question.
Yeah, how long? It probably varies person to person.
Yeah.
Or it depends on what you're changing.
How
severe is the change?
And how much time you're doing it over and over again, how you're doing it right, doing it wrong.
Yeah.
It's definitely overall just more solid strikes compared to what I was.
And look at the consistency.
It's the long game.
Look at the consistency on your face, dude.
The long game, baby. I know these are brand new too.
Yeah, those are sweet. I like those a lot.
Got these like,
Are these the new like 0211 STs things?
no, the T's.
0317
17 T's. They came out like
Dang, those
2
are
weeks,
good. They're sharp.
2 weeks ago.
It's kind of look like the old 0211 ST.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Now that's just a tight cut.
Yeah, that's more
That's
the,
like a cut. That's a straight ball cut.
that's the more shot shape I'm
Yeah,
going
that's
for.
nice. That's consistent, right? That's something you can play with all the time.
That's the game mode.
Any pressure.
That's money. Let's go. Alrighty. Well, that was pretty much all I did. Was putt and then hit on the range. It was pretty simple, pretty easy. Well, I say easy. It's like one of those times to where you're doing it and you just gotta trust the process. You're just grinding because you know the more day in, day out that you put in, you're gonna get better. You are for sure gonna get better. This kind of seemed like one of those days to where it's not like, how do I say this? It's fun. I love being out here, but it's one of those days to where it's just reps, and you're thinking of the long haul, and you're not thinking of today. Does that make sense? I don't even know if that made sense. You're just thinking of, I'm doing this because in a few weeks, I'll thank myself for putting in this time and repeatedly doing the same thing over and over and over again, doing it the correct way, which is what you should do. And that's how I'm going to get better, is doing it, perfect. So I got to do it perfect. You guys got to do your practice perfect to get perfect results. So, yeah, it was pretty, it's not like I'm just doing this. I mean, why am I doing this? I'm doing it to prove myself that I can do this. And I know I can do it. And I see all these guys that I played with before, and they're doing it right now. And they're on Corn Ferry and everything. And I know that I'm hitting it probably the best I've ever hit it overall. It's kind of crazy. Like, when I think about it, a few months ago I was doing qualifiers in the peak of changing my swing. Would I go back and not sign up? No, because I at least had a chance to try to qualify. I at least want to try, because you never know. You really just never know. But I feel so much more prepared now than I did then, because of the repetition, day in, day out, getting better, doing the right thing on my swing over and over and over again, getting critiqued from people who I trust, and I know they're going to steer me in the right direction. And that's what's going to make the difference. I really do want to try to play at least once or a few times in my lifetime in qualifiers for like the Americas Tour, which is going to be new. It's pretty much the Mackenzie Tour, except for in America, which seems like that would make a lot of sense. I don't know why they haven't done it sooner. So I would love to do like a qualifier for that and just push myself and just keep pushing. And I think that's in the springtime. So when that comes around, if I'm feeling pretty good, I may give it a shot. I really may. So, depending on how I'm feeling in my game and how everything else is going, you know, it's a little bit of a risk, but the reward would be awesome, and go and play legit tournaments with all these guys trying to make it on to the tour. So, you know, that's just food for thought. I'm kind of just rambling here because that would be a dream of actually competing. I know it's hard to compete day in, day out because your emotions are so bipolar, because you're like, oh, I'm on top of the world, and then you're like, oh, wow, maybe I need a new career. So, that's what they deal with, PGA Tour, people on the Korn Ferry Tour. But it just takes doing it at the right time. And just like George right now, he's doing it. So, that's going to do day 16. Kind of chill, just practicing. But just know there's going to be bangers every day. Because I'm still getting after it, baby. I'm going to get after it until I can't get after it no more. Let's freaking go. I love you guys. See you tomorrow.
Hey, Bill, I'm in the mood for a switch up. I hit the function, hit the rose till I hiccup. I hit the stage and leave with money that say stick up.